What's up everybody, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Good morning, we're back again. Yesterday I didn't upload because I was a little bit sick. I still am a little, but at least we're back. And we're covering Cardano, or the ADA token, which is the native token of the Cardano blockchain. And I've got some insights on this, and also I'll share some of my thoughts on what I think is going on with Cardano, because obviously, or not obviously, but Cardano has been in some bad news lately because of the Vasil hard fork being delayed a couple of times, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, I think, but even though that's the case, I mean, the news is being perceived as bad. I just think it fits into the whole culture of Cardano, right? So you'd rather do it good than do it quick. Which other blockchains, after this we're covering Solana. I mean, Solana, they're very quick and they're innovative and they're doing a lot of things, but they do have their problems, right? And Cardano hasn't had those big of problems yet. But apart from that, Cardano has some other problems, and I'm not trying to spread FUD because I really like Cardano and therefore I also like ADA. But if you take a look at, for example, the volume, it's at 500 million. Which is only 3% of the market cap, which is pretty low. It's at, here you can see 500. Here I think that's about a monthly low, which is pretty bad because the last month we've actually had this run. We've actually been pretty bullish throughout the whole market. The thing is though, is that Cardano hasn't been that bullish. Most cryptos are actually at the levels like they were at the beginning or the end of May. For Ethereum is there, Bitcoin I'm not sure, but Ethereum at least, and Cardano is just not at that level, and we haven't touched those levels either, so it's not looking that great. But before that, I mean, you should know that Cardano still over the last 2 months is relatively bullish. It's just it's about perspective, but on the short term it's not looking that great. I still think we can get gains, as you can see. Which we will talk about a little bit more, but those are some things I struggle with Cardano. I do think the hard fork could cause it to get some sort of a bullish momentum. But for now, what I expect, and that's largely because I expect Bitcoin to still get another run up. I expect Bitcoin to get at least one more run up towards that 25,000 level. So what I expect for Cardano is that we'll just consolidate a little bit on top of this very strong level at around 49.5 cents. Maybe drop down even towards 48 cents, but that we would consolidate and then afterwards get a move up to this 54, 55 cents level, and that we would break that to get up to 60 cents somewhere within the next week and a half. At this point of time, I think that's the most likely scenario, but there are definitely conditions based on which this can fail. Main one is fundamentals. I mean, if something bearish fundamentals happens, I mean, obviously we're going to drop down. If a war starts between China and the US about Taiwan, obviously we're going to drop down to a lot, right? But also milder versions of fundamental events can cause something like that. But if we just look at the technicals, we can conclude, for example, that if Cardano breaks down below 47.5 cents, it's probably over too. All right, because if we drop down through that level, we would probably drop down all the way to 44 cents. And then from there, we'd see again. I do think that level could hold, but on the short term, that would be considered very bearish. So those are the two main conditions based on which I think this could fail. But for now, for me, this is still the most likely scenario. So yeah, that's basically my analysis on Cardano. If you do have any questions about it, please let me know down in the comments. And for now, I would like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.